Hey guys, what's up? Sorry, first of all, for not uploading videos for quite a while. School's been a bit stressful. I wouldn't say that it's because I've had lots of work, because I really haven't. It's just I, I don't know. I just haven't really felt in the mood to do these videos, to do any videos, to be honest. So I'm sorry about that. Secondly, you can see what deck is right in front of me. Anyone that's probably watched my videos before will know what this deck is, and yep, this is the third time I will be discussing 3-axis Vikings on this channel, and it will be the last time. I guarantee you that. I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm probably going to ask you. Yeah, okay. You guys can decide what you want to see next. If you want to see any deck profiles in particular, if you want me to build a deck, or if you want me to see me test a deck, just let me know in the comments, please. So, yeah, talking about this again, please don't get annoyed me. I know you guys haven't seen any duel videos of it, so if I can get about 5 likes for this video, I will be uploading a duel video using this deck, because most people, they see this deck and they don't understand it. They tell me to take out the 3-axis engine, and you know, they just don't understand why it's there, which is why I'm going to make this video now. So let's go straight into it. Okay, once again I'm running the 2 Viking high avatar Garunix because blows everything up for me. Just a very good card in general. 2 Viking avatar Yaksha. Blows up the Grunix when it's in my hand. 1800 attack, very good beat stick, and it has 200 defense, which means it's a rekindling target. 3 Viking avatar Barong, pretty much similar to Yaksha, except when it's destroyed by card effects, it allows me to search out a Viking card from my deck, so it can search out any of these guys. Say if I have a Grunix in my hand, I'll often go and grab a Yaksha. Or if I don't, I'll usually grab Circle of the Vikings, or if I need to, an Onslaught. Carrying on, next, I have the 2 Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Brothers, best buddies here, Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Bear, and Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Gorilla. I'm not running that much back row removal in this deck, so Gorilla is very useful over the Bear. It's just as good, and if not better, but, you know, good cards in general. They help deck thin, just like Barong does. This guy inflicts battle damage, he searches out a 5 formation spell. When this guy destroys a monster by battle, searches out a 5 formation spell. Next, 3 Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Leopard. People keep on telling me to run it at 2. I tried to, and I hate to. I find it very... It kind of sucks at 2, it really does. With 3 in the deck, if I draw into it, I can use it to kind of just go into rank 3s when I really need it. I don't know, in my opinion, it's just better at 3, because it allows me to open it easier, to pull off my +3 combo, which, if you want, I'll explain to you in a minute. Actually, I will, because, you know, I can't exactly ask what you want a video that I'm pre-recording, pretty much. So, yeah, 3 Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Leopard. Next, on to Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Spirit. Oh, Leopard, yeah, tributes itself to search out a 5 formation spell. So, yeah. Okay, Brotherhood of the Five-Fist Spirit. You normal summon it, you special summon you special summon Leopard or Rooster from your grave into face-up defense position, and then you either go into a rank 3 or a level 6 synchro. So, yeah. The only downside to this card is that if you have a Grunix on the field, when you pull off this combo, your Grunix can't attack that turn. So, yeah, that can kind of suck at times, but apart from that, it's an amazingly good card. Once again, as with the Leopard, the Yaksha, and the Barong, 200 defense, so it's a rekindling target, which is why you can abuse it so much in this deck. Five-Fist Rooster, I was testing it at 2, didn't like it at 2 for a while. I mean, it was good, but it's just, I don't know, I just prefer at 1, because with the +3 combo, it's always good. I'd say 2 is better, but just due to deck space, I prefer running 1. Okay, so pretty much what it does is when it's special summoned by the effect of a 5/6 monster, I can add a 5/6 monster from my deck to my hand, and then it can kind of get rid of one of your dead 5 formation spells in your spell and trap card zone, and then just replace it with another one from your deck. So very good card. And then 2 blaster for removal, so it just allows me to pop monsters that are troubling me, or pop back row. So that's why I'm not running MST, if you can see in the main. It's because I have 2 blasters and a gorilla as makeshift MSTs. And also, if I need to, I can also use it to, you know, drop, discard a dead Grunix in my hand. So it's just an okay card in general. It just really helps fill the grave for rekindling plays as well. So very good card. And then 2 Maxi, because you know there are plenty of decks that special summon quite often, and Maxi helps you keep up because there is no draw power in this deck. There's plenty of deck thinning power, but there's not much draw power. There's plenty of search power as well, but I don't know, it's always good to be able to draw, I guess. Next, 3 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. If this card was searchable a lot easier, I'd probably run 2. I was running 2 for quite a while, but somebody recommended I add in a 3rd. I find 3 a very good number. It can often be dead, but when it isn't dead, it's amazing. So that's how I see this card. Next, for probably the second best card in the deck, Circle of the Fire Kings. This card puts in so much work in this deck. If I could run 5 of these, I really would. It's just the best card of the deck. In the battle phase, it kind of like you can just pop a monster after you've attacked with it to special summon another one from your grave and get in even more damage. It can be used to trigger Barong and Yaksha and Grunix's effects. You can use it to turn your monsters into kind of like makeshift floaters in a way. So let's say if your opponent, say if he activates a what's a good way? What's a good thing I could do? Fiendish Chain. Say if your opponent activates Fiendish Chain and you have one of these set, and you're attacking with Barong and he activates Fiendish Chain to target your Barong, you can chain Circle of the Fire Kings to say get rid of the Barong, send it to the grave, bring back a Yaksha, and then during your next standby phase, Barong's effect activates. The Yaksha isn't affected by the Fiendish Chain because it was targeting the Barong. And so yeah, just very good card. The best card in the deck, the 3 I win buttons of the deck, Rekindling. You can draw this at any time in the game and it's never dead, to be honest. Best card in the deck, it allows you to just push amazingly hard. Oops, God. Sorry about that, guys. Why does this always happen? Alright, get back onto it. This always happens. Sorry about that. So yeah, 3 Rekindlings. Brings back 9 of the monsters in your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, 9 targets for it. Very good card. Helps go for easy XE pushes, XE plays, amazing pushes. Best card on the deck. 2 Tenki because it thins out your deck, searches out a 5/5 card. It's just an amazing card in general. It really is. And then 2 Tensu because once again it just gets off all your combo plays, allows you to make giant pushes in the game. So yeah, good card. 1 Dark Hole, just I don't even need to explain why. 2 Forbidden Lance, far more superior than Mystical Space Typhoon because I'd rather go up against a lot of back row with a Forbidden Lance and not be affected by any of it than just randomly MST one of them and hope I hit, I know, a Mirror Force or a D Prison. So Forbidden Lance, very good card. And now, since this card is finally being printed in Joey's world and it's finally limited, 6 cents, because best scenario you can get with this card is you +5 or +4. Okay. Okay scenario is if you mill but you mill rekindling targets. Worst scenario is you mill a rekindling or circle the Fire Kings. So this card is definitely, in my opinion, worth running in this deck. So yeah, you can mill any of these cards here, to be honest, and they're never really. It doesn't really matter that much. It really doesn't make that much of a difference, apart from possibly the Gorilla and Bear and the Maxis. But apart from that, you can mill any of them, because once they're in the grave, you can bring them back with Circle of the Fire Kings anyway. One Fiendish Chain, I'd rather run this than Effect Veiler, because it's a trap and it stops them from attacking, which can be very, very, very useful at times. So, Fiendish Chain. One Compulse, one Torrential, one Bottomless, and then one Son Warning. Ignore my side deck because that's just for DN. In my side deck in real life, it's pretty much, I don't know, I haven't completed it yet, to be honest. I haven't even completed this deck because I don't really have a Vulcan or anything. So, but this deck will eventually be built in real life. So, for the extra deck, 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Horse Prince. Best card in the side deck. Helps go for pretty good pushes. I don't know, it's just a very good card. It allows you to play your Rooster from your deck, search for any of these Fire Fists, and just a very good card. And it's also, you know, you can go Rekindling, bring back the Spirit and the Leopard when one of these are in the grave, and then you could just go for another one and bring out, say, another Leopard, search for one of these. You know, it just helps a lot. Some people have recommended me running it at 1, but I've told them to shut up and just, you know, just deal with how it is. Because honestly, like, no one understands just how good this deck is, like just how good the 3-axis engine is in this deck. So next, carrying on, Vulcan the Divine. This card still isn't out yet. It should be coming out in the Shonen Jump promotion card thing. I think it's next month, I'm not sure, at the end of this month. But this is an amazingly good card. I think it might have actually already came out, but I'm not subscribed to Shonen Jump, so yeah, I'm going to have to wait until I can find someone to trade. But yeah, very good card. It's kind of like an instant compulse. It's amazing when you use it when you have a Tenki on the field, because you can just bounce back your Tenki and use the Tenki next turn. It's just such a good card. 2 Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Lion Emperor. I play 2 because I know I feel safer running 2, because it just kind of, similar to Horse Prince, it's just a safer option to run 2 at that. So yeah, running 2 is fine for me, in my opinion. It just allows you to recycle your Spirit to your hand, or say your Barongs to get more searches. It's just a very good card in general. So yeah. Next, Ghost Trick Alucard. This doesn't come out until Shadow Spectres, but in my opinion, this is one of the best rank 3s there is out there. Mainly because, once again, Blaster, Gorilla are the only things I have against back row, apart from Forbidden Lance, that is. And Alucard just helps make up for that as well. And then number 30, Acid Golem. I prefer this card over Leviathan. People say, why are you running Acid Golem? Why don't you run Leviathan? Monsters don't usually stay on the field for more than 2 turns. That is one thing most people realise when playing this game. Okay, so I'm never going to get to turn, 2 turns of this guy being on the field without winning, because this guy's got 3,000 attack and 3,000 defence. He's nearly impossible to get over. So, the only way they're going to get over him is either with a Star Eater, or just by a Forbidden Lance and attacking with, I don't know, one of their big ass monsters, or just by destroying it with card effects. And I don't know, if I've got this on the field for 2 turns, I've usually won by then. So I feel it's a much better card to Leviathan Dragon. Next is Wind Up Zen Mains. Stall a little, can crash it into a slightly higher, more attack monster and destroy it at the end of the turn. it's just a very good card in general. Bujinte Kagutsuchi. Didn't even know how to say this card's name, and the only reason he's in there is because, sure, when he's XC summoned, I send the top 5 cards of my deck to the graveyard, but he just helps go for big pushes. I've seen a lot of OCG 5-fist decks running this card, and I thought I'd try him out, and he's just very good beat stick in the deck, because when I bring back, say, Barongs and Yakshas using Rekindling, and I go into this guy, it's pretty much like just allows me to go for OTKs or just like massive amounts of damage, so it's worth running in my opinion. And once again, it's the same kind of thing as Sixth Sense. Worst thing I could do is mill any of my spells and traps. Best thing I can do is mill more Rekindling targets. Next, Brotherhood of the Fire-Fist Tiger King. I'm not running 2 because I only have 4 targets, which are usually searched out by Rooster, Bear, Gorilla, and Leopard. Plus, I don't know, not all the monsters in my deck are, Beast Warriors. I mean, I think its second effect is amazing, just being able to negate all Beast Warrior effects. All effects apart from Beast Warriors, sorry. But the thing is, not all the monsters in my deck are Beast Warriors. So, I don't know, it can sometimes be annoying, but it is an amazing card because I can use its effect, bring back a blaster. Say if I go into this guy using Rekindling and I've got like a Leopard on the field as well, and I don't know, just whatever. If I've got 3 monsters on the field, like another monster on the field, I'll just use like Circle to bring back a blaster, negate its effects as well as my opponent's monster's effect, and then I have a permanent blaster on the field. So yeah, very good card, but I don't really go into it all that often, so 1's fine. Diamond Direwolf, it's just kind of obvious why I run it. It can trigger my own monster's effect by pumping them, because all of them apart from the blaster and the maxi are targets for its effect, and it destroys another one of my opponent's cards, so it's good. My Stroke, don't need to explain. You can stall, or you can go over high attack monsters that have a low defense, so just good card. Digestor Emerald, because my Bear and Gorilla, I like to be able to have them often, so it just helps me kind of put them straight back in the deck to kind of search out again. Photon Papal Operative, not many people like running this, but I prefer this over Black Ship of Corn. Just because it's just, I don't know, I just find it a lot more useful, this format, than Black Ship of Corn is, because there are a lot of slow playing decks like, I wouldn't say Gear is slow, but they like to set quite a few things, don't they? They like to set their, I always forget what it's called, Gear Armor, that's it. And I don't know, Photon Papal Operative just allows you to kind of get over that and get rid of it quickly. And then, last but not least, Gaga Cowboy, because, it wins games. So yeah, that's the deck profile, guys. Sorry if this took quite a while, but yeah. So thanks a lot for watching. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.